take it off. Ready to take it off.
Hey yo, what it do? It's your boy J Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, now in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is Crown Quality Products Mohair Brush. Now, based off the title, y'all already know this is going to be my unpopular opinions in regards to the Mohair Brush. That simply means I try to get a disclaimer because at the end of the day, you don't have to agree with my opinion because most likely most people won't, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the video.
I heard you've been telling everybody that
Mohair
ain't no damn good, ain't nothing nobody is selling is worth buying. I'm curious. What makes you such a
Mohair
expert?
Alright, now when it comes to the Mohair Brush by CQP, a lot of people have been hitting me up in my inbox for a very long time period, and they basically have been asking me what are my thoughts in regards to this brush. Now, if you don't know what the difference is in between Mohair Bristles versus Boar Bristles and everything like that, I plan on making a video in the future that breaks down synthetic versus nylon versus Boar versus Mohair and all that stuff like that. But just to keep it focused on the Mohair brush, Mohair is simply a silk-like fabric similar to yarn, you know what I'm saying, that basically comes from the hair of the Angora goat. Now, I think that's how you say the name of it, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it should not be confused with Angora rabbits. A lot of people tend to confuse the two, and when it comes to the properties, they're very different, you know what I'm saying? Now, when this brush first came on the market, a lot of people was like, what the heck, man? When you look at the price tag of this brush, I believe online it's priced somewhere between $42 to $43, but after shipping and handling, depending on where you stay at, it's gonna bring the price up somewhere between $50. I'm gonna make sure I drop the screenshots and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So when this brush first came on the market, a lot of people start hitting me up and saying, hey yo J Lou, what are your thoughts in regards to this Mohair brush? Is Mohair better than Boar Bristle? Blah blah blah. Can you help us out? Can you help me make a decision? You know what I'm saying? I want to support black owned business, blah 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 blah. Now, one thing I can say is when it comes to Mohair, the things that you guys need to understand is Mohair is very strong and is very resilient. What that simply means is it takes a lot for the material to get messed up. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting this is because whenever you have bristles that are very strong that'll last for a very long time, that simply means that your brush will last and give you greater quality over a long time period. Now, some other properties that it's known for is that it has a very high luster and very sheen property effect that it gives. I'm not too sure that it would do the same effect for your waves, but because of that, it is nicknamed the diamond fiber. So whenever you go on CQP's website and you see that they listed as it's not a marketing advertisement thing. You can actually Google this stuff, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whenever it comes to Mohair is very strong. But the biggest question is, okay J Lou, so how does this brush feel? A lot of people typically think that I have to have products in my hand to be able to review and describe them. But what I've been telling you guys is when it comes to my reviews, a lot of companies come to me because they respect my opinion, and when it comes to Mohair is very soft, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this brush will be more so a polishing brush. It may be softer than some of the brushes that's on the market, you know. If you can get over the price point and you decide to cop this brush, that's something that you can expect in regards to using this brush. This brush will be used more so for polishing. Now, I know a lot of people out there in the wave game, they be thinking that, oh man, I don't need no soft brush and all the extra stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's all personal preference, you know what I'm saying? I've known people that have very kinky and just coily hair be able to use nothing but soft brushes and combs, and I'll make sure I link a video right above here in regards to can coarse hair wavers use soft brushes, you know. So but after we consider, okay, the brush is very soft, you know what I'm saying, it has very strong material, is it really worth it in regards to the difference between Boar Bristle versus Mohair Bristles, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the differences, one of the things that most people already know is that Boar Bristle mimics the human hair the most, you know what I'm saying? Now, depending on who you ask, if it's adult Mohair versus a young goat Mohair, you get a different effect, you know what I'm saying? With the younger goats that they use for Mohair, the hair is a lot more fine, but when it comes to the adult goats, the hair is typically more coarse, you know. So with that being said, I don't know if they use adult goats or if they use the children goats and everything like that, But if they were using the smaller goats in order to be able to get their bristles and everything like that, it would basically give a very fine feeling to the hair, and that would be able to help distribute natural oils. If it was the coarser hair, then you would get more of a laying effect from it, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I do want to say is whenever it comes to mohair, it is very controversial in regards to its use, and is mainly because how the goats are treated whenever they take off the mohair. Now, the reason why I put that out there is because depending on your own morals, that's something that you guys need to make a personal decision on if you decide to cop this brush. At the same time, most people probably will argue that the same way that they get boar bristles is the same way that they get mohair bristles, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't discuss that, and honestly, most people probably don't even care. But when it comes to the main reason why somebody would say,
alright, J. Lou, so what would be the reason for me getting the mohair brush? What would be the benefit? What would be the advantages? What would be the positives?
Now, when it comes to me, I personally would not recommend this brush, but I do know that there are some people that happen to be Muslim, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, Muslims don't try to come nowhere close to a pig, swine, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? So, whenever it comes to mohair brushes, what they do is they offer an alternative to be able to give you a brush that you can be able to use as a waiver and not have your conscience weighed down because of your own personal religious beliefs, you know what I'm saying? That would be the reason why I would suggest this brush to waivers if they happen to be Muslims, because there's a lot of people out there, they just don't want to come anywhere near close to the swine, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, that would be my #1 reason for copping this brush. Now, for normal waivers and people that don't care about all the extra stuff, like I said, I wouldn't recommend this brush, and the main reason why is because boar bristle is very similar to just your natural human's hair, you know what I'm saying? Now, some people may say,
alright man, how can you say that if you don't have a brush, blah 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 blah.
One thing that I can tell you guys is before Brush King actually came out with his royalty into Reno Pro lineup, he used to sell these brushes called Lados, you know what I'm saying? And one of the first times that I connected with BK, I hit him up, I was like,
hey yo BK, I see you got your Lados out and everything like that. I'm trying to cop a soft brush. What would be the best soft brush on the market that you recommend?
The thing that gave me a lot of respect for BK is even though he was selling his own products, he basically told me,
hey yo J. Lou, the best brush in the market right now in regards to soft brushes is an Aka Kappa.
If you don't know what that brush is, that's basically this bad boy right here, you know what I'm saying? This was the first brush that I ever grabbed from Brush King, you know. If I can find the link to it on Amazon, I'll make sure I put the link in the description below, or even on the website or whatever the case is. But when I copped this brush, at the time, this brush was about $30. I believe it was $35 with tax, shipping, and handling and all that stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I wanted the best soft brush, and the main reason why I say I wouldn't recommend the mohair brush is because if I had an option to be able to go back and buy this brush again, I probably wouldn't. And the only reason why I say that is because within the wave game, depending on what time period you come into the game, there are different products that are offered to be able to meet your needs. At the time, Brush King didn't have all these brushes like this brush right here, you know what I'm saying? That would basically give me the same effect, if not better, when it comes to soft brushes. So the only reason why I say I wouldn't recommend the mohair brush is simply because I know that there are better brushes on the market that are marked at a more affordable rate, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, just as a reminder, if you are convicted by your personal religious beliefs, I would definitely understand and encourage you to check out the mohair brush and everything like that. I'm gonna make sure I put a link down in the description below. One thing I want to say is CQP did not hit me up to basically get my thoughts on this brush, but y'all know when it comes to my channel, if you guys have a lot of questions, I'm gonna try to give you guys what y'all want, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if this video helped answer your questions or you learned something new, make sure you drop a like on this video, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that happens to be Muslim that doesn't want to buy a brush because it's made with boar bristle, feel free to share this video with them so they can understand a little bit more about it and everything, to be able to help them with their decision. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy J. Lou. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. Salute.
I got H-time, hold it down. I got
I was born in the H, raised in the South. Can't tell me nothing but diamonds in my mouth. We chunk up the deuce, we keep our top drop sitting sideways on haters. With our trunks pop, knocking pictures off the wall, or knocking those down, draped up and dripped out, showing us a